Alright, and just like that, Kyle's alcoholic father gives him a lightsaber. I don't know, man, he just looks gross. He looks like a farmer that just kind of like...
channels are my way out of here.
So these grates that I just cut through, these are essentially lightsaber grates. Now, I'm gonna try and get in an area where I can explain how lightsaber combat works. Oh my god, I hate our neighbors, they're just awful. Thank god they're moving. So, before I get too in-depth here, I'm gonna give a basic rundown of lightsaber combat. So the lightsaber is pretty damn useful. It's actually the most useful weapon in the game. I hate those people, man, they're just so annoying. We deal with this all day. Anyways, so lightsaber is pretty much the bread and butter at this point for our weaponry. So if I stand still and hit, I'll just do this, you know, simple little whoosh. Nothing crazy, right? And I can hit left or right and move in a direction and do a specific, like, you know, arc. Or I can hit forward, back, like this. It's all directional based, and I have it set to where if I switch from a blaster to lightsaber, which for me is mouse 3 for lightsaber, it goes immediately into third person because it's a lot easier. So, also, another really important thing about the lightsaber, you can do this big swing, which pretty much can kill numerous enemies in one hit, but you do expose yourself a bit, so it's a little bit of a risky move. Another thing you can do is, well, if you stand still or just move around in general and not attack, you start deflecting blaster bolts. It's about a 90-degree radius, so it's pretty much protection. It's very, very useful. You can also practice in that workshop. There's a little doodad in there that'll light up when you hit it. I should have probably used that because it would have been more traditional. Also, you can lop people's arms off with a lightsaber, which is just fucking cool. So hopefully I can do that at least once here. I think it's random, but it's just... oh god! Oh, I love the jankiness of this game so much. Oh my god, that water is so loud. I really hope it's not that loud for you guys, because it's insane for me. Anyways, the lightsaber will still actually be activated. I'm going to turn it down just a bit on my end. I have it like at 8% on my entire sound options right now. It's so loud, man. So basically, the lightsaber is the main weapon you're going to be using. Now, if you really want to, you can do a combination of lightsaber and blaster, and I do use blasters from time to time. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a Star Wars game. From time to time. And it's not a bad idea. Just, I prefer using the lightsaber. It feels a bit more like how it's meant to be, I guess. But yeah, you can totally use blasters if you're comfortable with it. I actually recommend using blasters on a certain, like, couple parts, because it's a lot easier. Because the lightsaber is great, like, it's fantastic, but there's still a lot of things that can... oh my god, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but there's just a corpse floating and it's just going... it's fucking hilarious. So, yeah, basically the lightsaber is a fantastic weapon, but you're not really, like, gonna need to use blasters at this point, because once you get good with this, you pretty much never have to use it anymore. The concussion rifle, though, that's a pretty damn amazing weapon. I would recommend that, because it can take care of a lot of annoying enemies really easily with it. It can also take down turrets really well. Like, I mean, right here, it's a lot easier to shoot these, because you have to get close in order to get the lightsaber to work, obviously. So, you can just shoot it like these things if you want to. I generally do it this way. It's a lot more comfortable as well. The game even encourages you to do it, like you can see right there. Because I don't think they cause physical knockback, but they do cause physical damage, and that's incredibly annoying. Especially since we don't have any ability to heal ourselves yet. That's not until a little bit later. This game really does not have a good healing system, that's all I can say. If the game was more generous with, like, healing items early on, I think it would be fine. So, alright, I think I'll just stick to switching to the lightsaber for these. I think it's good. So, another thing I have to point out is this game has weird momentum as well. Like, if I jump on a ramp and I fall down, I'll actually start falling down, I guess, is the best way to put it. Like, if I jump onto a sloped surface, I'll actually keep that momentum. So, you have to be really careful. Like, Jesus. I can't even explain how janky this game feels, but it's really fun. I can't explain it any better. Like, you have to... Oh, God, just like... Oh, Half-Life has hard, like, platforming sections. I'm like, this is worse than Half-Life. And it came out considerably later, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how the release dates are, and I really don't care. But, my God, man. Don't hit me. There we go. So janky. Also, sometimes if your momentum is too high, the game can just say nope, and then, like, you'll hit the wall. This game actually has that, and I'll explain that later on. If you actually run, like, too fast into something, like with force speed, you'll actually take damage. It's really annoying. It makes sense, though, but it's also awful. Especially because force jump can be a mother bitch to work. Ooh, yeah, AVGN reference there. Also, this part's weird. It causes these critters to spawn after you do this. Okay. So actually, this is when I first said on YouTube that I was actually afraid of the ocean, I'm pretty sure, as well. So these things will cause a shit ton of contact damage, and oddly enough, the blaster works underwater, so just shoot them if you have to. I mean, these ones aren't so bad, but there's another part coming up where they're just in the way. So I recommend it. Oh, Jesus. See what I mean? The physics are just odd. Oh, God. I'm gonna take a ton of damage if I'm not careful here. Okay. You just do not want to get hit by those, like, attacks. They're so devastating. Oh, I hit his arm off. There you go. You saw it happen. I did it. That's all that matters. Alright, so... Don't go down there. That's actually an instant kill. This game is full of shit like that, by the way. There's a lot of parts that are just like, here, just get killed. Or, there's no safety railing here, have fun. So, this part's also really bad. I tend to take a lot of damage on this. Yep, I'm starting to lose my shields. So, I'm gonna resort to shooting for a minute. Like, I generally don't like to do this, because I like to keep it pure, but, oh man, if you get caught up in those, you're pretty much done. Okay, like I said, these enemies are just brutal. I don't think I needed to use Bacta for that, but alright. Oh my God, I'm like, glued to my health bar right now. Alright. I'm not super worried, because there's a secret coming up that has a lot of health in it. I just gotta get to it is the hard part. Okay. Yeah, these things are really annoying. If you get too close to them, they pretty much just hit you for like half your health. They're awful. A lot of the enemies in this game are just flat out awful as well. Okay. You can see why I wasn't super worried. I think that's fine. Back to heals 20 HP as well, so it's pretty handy. I can't remember how many you can hold. I think it's 5. And the reason I have it set to Q is because that's my button for Quartz Flask in Hexen. Oddly enough, I kept that tradition after I started playing this game. Alright. Another thing I can't do yet is Force. So, if this was any other level, I'd actually be able to get up there, but I can't. Okay, so I'm going to use a thermal detonator on these. Because that will just do an insane amount of damage. You will die if you don't have enough health. It's that easy to die. Okay. What the hell? I can't stress it enough. The sand people in this game are just absolutely ridiculous. They do so much damage. Oh God, they're all gonna be right in front of that door too. Please don't. Oh, hell. I don't know if you can reflect the bowcaster either. I don't want to find out. Alright, and that's the exit switch, basically. I'm playing pretty well right now, which is really scary. So... And then that's it. This also ends a lot like Dark Forces 1. So, Well, the beginning couple levels. I'll see you in the next one.